All right, this is something I have not had a look at for a long time on my show, and I also had a number of requests for this. Additionally, I recommend this distribution to everybody locally, and I've even done a few installations of this for people who are new to Linux or just don't have any technical skill where computers are concerned. And of course, I'm speaking about Linux Lite. We're looking at version 2.2 right now on Spatry's Cup of Linux. As always, Voltam puts out excellent work here. He's got a magnificent team putting together this distribution, and I can't sing this distro enough praises for what they have done. They brought a lot of really cool things to this version that I haven't seen in previous versions. So let's have a look at this, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. Okay, first we're going to start out with the graphic user interface. The reason why XFCE, and that's the desktop this uses, I like this so much is because it is very user-friendly and very easy to customize. Right-clicking on your desktop and going into desktop settings, you can easily go in, you can change your wallpaper, and of course he's included a lot of really nice wallpapers to go with this. You can define, just choose the folder where all your pictures reside, and they'll display right here in this window where you see these images. You can define how you want your menus to appear and icons. So if I want to, for instance, show any removable media, you'll see it showing my floppy disk drive, or my virtual floppy disk drive that I have here in VirtualBox. And maybe if you want more of a Windows look and feel, you can make the trash can appear on your screen. And that is something cool about this. You can make it look and behave like Windows, and this is a great alternative for those of you who are still trying to get rid of Windows XP. But then again, I think they kind of extended support on that. I don't know. Forgive me, I've had too much caffeine today. Okay, continuing right along. All right, you've got a calendar right here, a volume control, your network connectivity indicator. That's where you also hit your Wi-Fi as well. Your keyboard preferences. And then, of course, you have two desktops to switch from. So let me show you what that is here. If I open up my home folder, for instance, all right, you'll see there's a graphical You'll see there is a graphical representation of it on the panel here. And maybe I'll open something else. I have the Linux Lite help and support page here. So if I click on the other desktop here, you're going to see now I've got a blank desktop, and that is a nice feature for those of you who are not familiar with Linux at all. We have really fun little things that we can do with our OS there. That is for certain. Okay, and I'll go into that. I'll go into the details on the manual in a moment. A similar taskbar, just like you'd see in Windows. Quick launch to Firefox web browser, and that is this here, as you can see from the panel. You also have quick launch to your file manager, and this is Thunar. It's very lightweight, very simple, very easy to use, and it has that air of familiarity that Windows users would come to appreciate. All right, and you also have, you can collapse all windows and show your desktop here. Now, something that I thought was very interesting, because in previous versions, it just had a very simple, basic menu, and now they have incorporated the whisker menu. And I really like this because it does have some pretty cool options here. You can right-click on the whisker menu here, and then you can go into properties on that, I believe it is. Okay, you can change the icon. You can even change the menu. So maybe if I don't want it to say menu, I can have it say Spatry. Okay, and I can have it show an icon or title, or maybe just show the title. And you'll see that all happens in real time. How cool is that? We'll go with the icon and title. You have a bunch of options to, really make this your own. Let's go ahead and close that here. All right, and we'll take a quick look at the menu, because the first thing you're going to want to do after you install this is to install updates. And when you click on this, a terminal is going to open up. You put in your password, and it just goes through the process for you. When it's done, it will close by itself, unless it does require some user interaction. And usually, just pressing enter for the default yes is okay. At least that's what I've always done. So nothing hard about that at all. And then, of course, in that menu is the help menu. And I got to tell you, the Linux Lite team has done a magnificent job. But then again, they always do a magnificent job on the manuals and keeping it up to date and everything. You're going to see here, me maximize this in full screen so you can see what I'm talking about here. But it does give you a full install guide here. We'll look at the network on this one, for instance. Okay, and this gives you all of the instructions with pictures explaining how to properly set up your network and everything like that. It's really nice. They also had, I remember seeing, them setting up the printers, Samba, and all that other stuff. So there's a lot of stuff this manual covers, so it's well worth taking your time to read, especially if you're new to Linux, you've never tried it before. This guide will take you through we'll show you the ropes. But in addition to that here, I can't remember where that was now. I believe it is in, it's under Internet. Under Internet here, they have a support link. And when you go ahead and click on that, you're going to see that this opens up to their forum. And this is sign up, and you will get support here. They also have an IRC channel, so if you were to install XChat or HexChat for IRC, you can connect and get live support there. But usually the forums are preferred. All your settings can be accessed from right here at the settings menu, but you will see there are some buttons here at the bottom of the whisker menu. Okay, this first button is all settings, and that opens up right here. Nice graphical menu where you can pretty much configure everything with the system and make it your own. And while this is a default white theme, with the number of time I spent in front of the computer, personally I prefer a dark theme. It's just very easy, just going in and selecting a different theme. Now, obviously, I would have to go online to download different themes, but xfcelook.org is a great place to go to get themes for this, so you can make it look any way that you want, and XFCE can be made to look really beautiful. Take my word for it. I've done a lot of theming with XFCE. You get all the accessories you're going to need right out of the box with this distribution. So if somebody emails you a zip package, you can open it right out of the box with an archive manager. This thing opens up zip, RAR, Targazed, all kinds of files. You can easily make backups of your system with this utility. That's always handy. And you got to make backups. You have a calculator thrown in here. You can do your file search with this nifty little application. Your home folder, that's this program here that's in the background, your file manager. You take a screenshot. Great if you're running into a problem and you need to show somebody on the forum what issue you're having. Take a screenshot, post it up on Imager, and then they can see what it is and help you out with it. All right, you got a terminal and then a simple little text editor bundled in with this. In graphics, you get the GIMP. You get an image viewer and, of course, a scanner. Okay, Firefox, already mentioned, already showed you. You can manage your network connections here. Also bundled with this is Thunderbird. For those of you who prefer a software solution for your email, personally, I'd much rather use my web browser and just access my USA.com address there. All right, and then in multimedia, you get a simple CD, DVD burner, that is XF burn, that is usually bundled with the XFCE desktop, VLC media player, and volume control. In Office, you can write those documents, make a presentation, or you can create a spreadsheet with the addition of a PDF viewer thrown in so that you can read those documents. Okay, and then here's something fun. Now, when we go into System here, the first thing that really caught my eye, which was really cool, in previous releases, Linux Lite had this menu with all these little scripts. Well, it looks like they built a cool little application in-house where you can select what you want. Let me show this to you. just press install additional software. It'll ask you for your password. I picked out something really complicated here. Too much caffeine. Yeah. Okay, and now this program opens up, and you will see there are a ton of interesting little things in here. You can install an Apple Trailers plugin. I guess that's for watching them QuickTime videos on the web. You can get the Chrome web browser. I highly recommend this if you like Netflix, because now Linux supports Netflix with the latest Chrome web browser, so you're probably going to want that. But it probably isn't going to work with Chromium. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Install Dropbox, file and folder search, games pack. There's a plethora of really cool things you can install in here, so if you want to get your game on, you can go ahead and install Steam here. If you're having problems and somebody needs to remotely access your computer to fix the problem for you while you're there, possibly even teach you something new, you'll definitely want to get TeamViewer. If you want to download BitTorrent, they have a torrent client. VirtualBox for running Windows within Linux. That's always a good solution. Wine. Can't live without Wine, so if you want to try and get your Windows applications running on this operating system, you'll definitely want to get Wine in there. And personally, Play on Linux in this list is your best option. I don't see an application, though, that I highly recommend if you're new to Linux. So I'm going to show you how to install this manually. And this is really not that hard to do. We're going to go into System here, and we're going to check the Install Remove Software. This opens up the Synaptic Package Manager. Okay, and then from here, there is a neat little program you can install. This doesn't have too many dependencies, and it gives you a nice graphical installer for applications, so you can easily, it's like having your own little store, but this store is all free software. So what we're going to search for is Lubuntu, L-U-B-U-N-T-U, and software. And you will see that there's only one selection. I'm going to right-click on this and mark that for installation. Okay? And then sometimes a dialog box may appear asking you to press apply. So just press apply and then press this apply button again. Apply again. Apply again, apply again, apply again. Hey. Okay, yeah. And the moral of this story is never let Spatry film videos when you've had too much caffeine, hey? Alright, this is installing the Lubuntu Software Center. Once that finishes installing, the Synaptic Package Manager is going to show this as a green box. That means your installation was successful. You go into your Start menu again here, or it says Spatry now. Go into System, scroll down here. You're going to see Lubuntu Software Center has been conveniently added to your menu in the system settings. When you launch this, okay, you have these nice little items displaying here. So let's say we want to get an audio-video application. I have a collection of DVDs, and I want to back up those DVDs because the kids like to play Frisbee with them. Well, there's Acid Rip DVD Ripper here. You just you can double click on this one. It gives you a nice description. Sometimes it'll show you a screenshot, okay, but at least it does give you a description here. And then if you feel this is something you want to try, you can click Add to the Apps Basket. Okay, we can go back to the Get Software tab here. I'll click the back arrow, I'm sorry. And maybe we want to have a nice, a media catalog, that will catalog all your music and videos and stuff like that. Personally, I don't use anything like that, but a lot of times these come bundled with distros. So you might want to get Amarok, for instance. Okay, so you double click on that one. It gives you a description if you want to read it. And then, of course, you can select to add that to your apps basket. And so basically the point I'm trying to say here is that there is no limit to the number of apps you can put into your basket. And in the apps basket tab, you're going to see the program and the dependencies that it's going to install, and then you just press install packages. Once you press install packages, it's going to ask for your password, and then it's just going to go through the process of installing everything for you. All very nice, very easy. So I highly recommend that you download that to really get the most out of Linux Lite. At least I used to use that myself when I was running Linux Lite as my main OS. I highly recommend Linux Lite to anybody who is new to computing in general. Even if they're new to, when I've installed Linux Lite on computers where some of these people didn't really even know Windows that well. So, but they were able to adapt to this. Even my mother is running Linux Lite. She's a 71-year-old lady. She doesn't really have that much technical skill, but she uses this operating system every day to check her email. She plays video games. She's got VirtualBox installed, so she's got Windows XP running Sandbox without internet, just for powering her little point-and-click games and that sort of thing. And this is a perfect operating system for novices, but yet powerful enough that even the seasoned veteran, somebody who's been using Linux for a long time, can get a lot out of it. And because it is based on the Ubuntu LTS model, you can be assured that you have a nice, stable environment to work in. Well, that's all I have on this. Voltam and team, you guys did a magnificent job. You guys keep delivering the goods, and it's no wonder why so many people really love this distribution, and that's another reason why I recommend this to newbies. And I mean, I even have my own distribution, and but the thing is, I don't recommend my distribution to somebody that has no computer skill at all, where I would recommend Linux Lite to somebody who doesn't have much computer skill, because it is that user-friendly. It is easy to customize. They do have a strong support team, and those are important things to look for when you are looking for your first Linux distribution to get started on.